with many music lovers choosing streamer instead, for example CD or turntables, I will be really not surprised if this video will reach a bigger audience. Stream music, that's what I do most of the time, is easier, is quicker, you have access to millions of songs, and today I don't have for you one, I don't have for you two, I don't have for you three, but four music streamer deck. Before to proceed, I would like to say that I will cut a little bit descriptions and specs and focus my attentions to my overall experience and sound quality to avoid just to make this video 1 hour long. By the way, for each product I will let a link in descriptions where you will find all the specs and features. So really quickly, I choose this product because they are going from a highly affordable retail price, around 250 bucks for the WiiM Pro Plus, new WiiM Pro Plus, till 1,300 bucks for the more expensive iFi Neo Stream. So entry level up to mid level, let's say like that. And the purpose of this video is give you all the informations that you need to make the right choice, regardless your iFi level or value. And starting with the first product, that is the WiiM Pro Plus, I have to say that, yeah, is the entry level DAC streamer of the year. Everyone is speaking about it and there is reasons for that. And simply because it's a bargain and hard to beat. It's also available in smaller and cheaper release like the WiiM Mini or the WiiM Pro without Plus, but I prefer this one for some quality. There are improvements in the hardware and also in the overall performance. It's small, it's compact, look like a Apple TV, right? Yes, it's plastic, but I really don't have any problem with this. I just like it. And there are a beautiful touch screen on the front, but I never use it because the smart app is really well done. And if you saw my video of Klipsch the 7's review, you probably saw that I just let it above Klipsch the 7 speaker, so I like the compact size. All the products that I have today, probably the MXN10 from Cambridge, is slightly bigger, but they are all four compact. And back on the smart app is just really good. I mean, for 250 bucks is the best smart app between all products that we have here today. That is just crazy. I mean, you can do so many things, like for example play with a beautiful 10 bands graphic equalizer or 4 bands parametric equalizations. There are features for measure the latency in a multi-room setup. You can stream directly from all music service like Cobas, Spot, Tidal, Deezer. It features analog line in and output, but also digital input and output. All features, especially the parametric equalizations that you will not find on any device, is just crazy, just a bargain. I mean, with the parametric equalizations, you can take your system really to the next level. The app looks beautiful, is intuitive, well structured, bug-free, and they do a lot of upgrade. Every time I turn on the WiiM Pro Plus, I receive an upgrade, so it's meaning that they are listening the feedback, and that's something really positive. And I was looking for something entry level to pair it with my entry level reviews, and I want something around 300 bucks that work great, that has a good experience overall, and with a sound quality that was at least decent. And this is really more than decent, because you can have a good sound quality, but if you find yourself fighting with the smart app, the overall experience will be just destroyed. And nice to see that it is a joy to use it. no less musical fidelity is now WiiM partner, and by purchasing the M2 SI or M3 SI you will receive a WiiM Mini, and by purchasing the M5 or 6 SI a WiiM Pro. It's coming with accessory like RCA cables, really standard, so I used my RCA cable, that's absolutely not a problem, and a beautiful remote control, I really like it. It's not small, buttons are big, working really good, you can control the volume from here or from directly the smart app. And remote control for me is also something really important, because sometimes I just like to close my eyes if I want to control the volume or skip the songs. I don't need to open the smart app and open my eyes to control it from the smart app, right? You have the remote in your hand and you can do everything from here. And something interesting, you have to pair the remote control during the setup when you receive the WiiM Pro Plus, but it's not really difficult, the extractions are there and were done. That's for tell you that if it's not working, remember to do the pair. And I'm not finished, you can use it as preamp, or you can use it also as a fixed gain. And be sure to have a preamp, otherwise you will get the max power. It sounds incredibly natural and detailed for the price. Tonality lean a little bit on the vivid and cool side, with a more than enough well-defined soundstage that is clean and come out with a control bottom end that has a good extensions. Comparing the WiiM Pro Plus with more expensive stuff, I noticed it on the mid-range that the presentations is slightly tiny and flatter. So not so much holographic, but at least never forwarded or in your face. Area that could come out as a limitations, but only on more resolving iFi systems. And despite that, I just love it. For 250 bucks is absolutely amazing. I purchased it. Actually, I sent email to WiiM Pro, to WiiM, not Pro, to WiiM to send me one send me a sample to review it, but I never got any answer, and I purchased one, and it's absolutely fantastic. Next product, guys, look how small they are. That's just crazy. So compare it to Cambridge Audio, look how small, and compare it to the WiiM Pro Plus, look how small it is. And these are the Pro-Ject Streambox S2 Ultra. Then we have the Pro-Ject Pre-Box S2 Digital Editions 23, the new edition. And small but pretty heavy, we have a beautiful alu chassis, so here is really another quality. Editions 23 preamp that features an high-end ESS Sabre DAC 9038. And if you like to play with filters through the display of the preamp, you can play with 8 different types of filters. My favorite is the optimal transient, and if you have a resolving systems, you can really feel the difference. Really? Probably not. But play with it and just let me know in the description. And what is interesting from this combo is the sound quality that is different from all the products that I have here today, because it's warmer, is smoother, and is coming with a lot of presence on the mid-range. Top end is softer, slightly laid back, giving a touch of vintage warm tube sound. A really pleasing natural feeling. far away from a full of textures and detailed high resolution sound tonality like the WiiM or the MXN. And that's why I like it so much, because it's a pleasing and never fatigue vintage presentation. But be careful to pair it. I will, for example, not pair it with a warm speaker. Rather, I'd use it to balance more bright sound system. Where with the WiiM Pro Plus and MXN10 on this type of system, you will have a more artificial sound quality. Pair it with the Pro-Ject combo, you will have something more fluid, more smoother and more liquid, that is focusing on musicality and density rather than details and resolution. And that's why I had it on this Shootout, because it's different and it's not always about choosing an hype product. And for this test, yes, I pair it with the Box S2 Ultra, but if you have another streamer, you can also interface with it via USB, coaxial or optical input. An interesting Streambox from projects like the iFi NeoStream are sharing a less sophisticated, I have here antenna, a less sophisticated interface compared to Cambridge and WiiM Pro Plus. That is also graphically identical, so speaking about Pro-Ject and iFi. And don't ask me why, probably is a third-part applications. Why less sophisticated? Well, graphically is looking really good, but I didn't find it really intuitive. It has a lot of small buttons that I really had to take a little bit of time to understand the meaning, and finding myself just going there, no, this, no, okay, this, something like that, you know what I mean. So not intuitive as the WiiM Pro Plus or the Stream Magic from Cambridge. And unfortunately is working much better with iOS device rather than Android, where I had many connections and setup problems, being forced to use the browser GUI rather than the smart app. But with iPhone, Apple, iOS, absolutely any problems. Also on Android, I didn't find the app in the Play Store, so I will let a link in descriptions from Pro-Ject where you can download the smart app for Android. So take it in consideration that iFi, NeoStream and Pro-Ject are working much better with the iOS. Here is where you can take a full advantage from the Pro-Ject and from the iFi NeoStream. But I'm not finished with the project, because the best things from this combo is not only the different vintage tube sound quality, but the preamp. It features a 6.3 headphones output, and it's not simply an headphones output, it's an amazing headphone output. And I tested with my favorite headphones, the high impedance Sennheiser 660S2 and the more hard to driver planar magnetics iFi Main Edition 6S. It's not only powerful but sounds also incredibly good. Bass is plentiful, rich, has details, top end is airy, extended, mid-range full of life and exciting. You will not need any secondary or main headphones amplifier. Is simply magic. I really had a lot of fun with this headphones amplifier. I'm looking actually the specs, less powerful than the Hiptech 3 that we just reviewed. But guys, it sounds really with so a dynamic that I was just impressed. It's amazing, really good. And to be clear, that is the only solutions today between the four that I'm presenting with the headphones output, because this one, this three, they don't have it. So something really to take it in considerations if you are also an headphones lover. Next product is coming from England, the Cambridge Audio MXN10. Also compact, solid, alu, really well done. This is the black editions, is I think on the market since a couple of months, something like that. And I don't know, I'm not sure if it will be a limited finish, but yes, you have the possibility to have this black, that I really like it, or the standard gray one. also beautiful. And the MXN10, it features the Stream Magic module, SCA output, many digital input, Wi-Fi, but also Ethernet. Retail price is around 500 bucks in Europe, US, UK, and it's coming with the smart app Stream Magic that I know very well because I use it also with the HNQ that is finally reliable, is stable, is bug-free, is intuitive, look really good, doesn't present all the features like equalizations, but this is something that is not normal to find it on also more expensive stuff. And strange that the WiiM Pro Plus has it, but at least has all the streaming connections that you need. The only strange thing is that during the setup it took me, after the first turn on, 10 minutes to find the wireless of the MXN10, because you know, on all the device, the first things that you have to do, you have to go on wireless setup on your smartphone and choose the wireless connections of your device. So in this case, you will have the MXN10 wireless. And it took me 10 minutes before I start to see it. By the way, okay, I select the wireless connections and I move to the setup. Ask me for a firmware upgrade, and guys, it took me exactly something around 45 minutes to complete the firmware upgrade. I don't know why. I'm telling you because if you encounter the same things, don't worry, is probably like that, and after that absolutely any problem work, everything really fine. Regarding sound quality, I have to say that this time I was not really impressed. Was not bad, but I was not impressed in terms of musicality and especially timbre. I mean, the sounds reach my ears in a cold way, lacking a little bit of richness and smoothness. I will say pretty digital, for sure far away from the Pro-Ject Tube's warm sound. So if you are looking for this type of sounds, I'm afraid that the MXN10 will sound too technical and clinic for you, because doesn't add any harmonic colorations to instruments and vocals that are at the same time a little bit forward, just a little bit, not so much. And for example, pair it with my M3SI integrated amplifier, make it my ELAC speaker really not invisible. And generally the M3SI is going really well with my ELAC DFR52, but by adding the MX10 sound quality, is everything become just too digital, too artificial, not really natural to my ears. It performs much better when I pair it, for example, with the Rotel A11 tribot integrated amplifier. So be careful that pairing is a must also for the MXN10. Overall, it has a lot of details, is, as I said, really clinic, a lot of technical performance with a good soundstage, good amount of information and a good transparency. But yes, definitely I miss a little bit of colorations that, yeah, it's like that, right? Must be not all colored and pleasing. Sometimes you need also a product that is really clinic and neutral. It's technically superior to the WiiM Pro Plus, but yes, for double of the price I probably was expecting something more. Unfortunately, doesn't come with a remote control, and I told you that remote control is something important for me, so not a deal breaker, but take it in mind. Emotions and musicality that we find again jumping to iFi Neo Stream, and here is another leak, not only for the sound quality but also in the retail price, because we are jumping around 1,200 bucks. And what I noticed immediately was the deepness in the soundstage, and his big scale of sound captured my soul with spaciousness, clarity and an extraordinary transparency. And was also emotional, realistic and holographic that I really forget to listening an iFi system. Instruments were full of body, vocal coming out with presence and separations. Airy but not too much, extended but never fatigue. Just magic, just perfect. Neutral? Probably not, probably it has a little bit of colorations, but is these colorations that I was looking for. I was looking for these emotive presentations so well balanced to provide equilibrium in any type of iFi systems, and pairing the Neostream with any type of iFi systems always sound so good. Regardless on which configuration you choose, always sounds magic. And it's the only one that I took between the four to test it on my reference systems. You know that I have a reference systems with the HNQ, Sons Faber Serafino and the Macintosh MC312, but at these times I was playing with the SPL S1200 power amplifiers, review available in descriptions, and I used the Neostream as streamer DAC by connecting the 5.4mm output. I have this cable that is terminated with the XLR, so I just connected this to my HNQ, so still using the preamp of the HNQ that is really good, right? I want to see the difference just on the DAC streamer stage. And yes, the HNQ deliver a better and bigger soundstage reconstructions, but the Neostream didn't disappoint at all. A really beautiful and magic pleasing sound. But it's not perfect, unfortunately. Also no remote control and smart app, same things like Pro-Ject will work really perfect for the iOS device, where with Android I find myself fighting a little bit with it. So not really a love story experience. Also no Chromecast, no Qobuz Connect, only Spotify and Tidal. At least up to date. I don't know if in the future they will have an firmware upgrade. I hope, I really hope. So take it in mind that here on my left, I put it on my left, look, black, silver, here on my left will give you a more pleasing experience with iOS device. And so guys, this was my Christmas shootout of DAC streamers. I hope you guys enjoy it. 4 products, 4 different products, and I hope that this video will help you to choose the best one for you, also in 4 different price categories. Everyone is speaking about Eversolo, right? I would like to really test it in the futures, but really there are out there a lot of alternatives. From it out is everything. If you enjoyed the video, please and take in consideration to subscribe to the channel to support my work. Peace. And I wish, of course, to you a good holidays.